Hello friends and welcome back. So in this session I am going to cover the deployment. But before I go for the execution, okay, let me explain you few basic terms, okay, related with the deployment, right? And in 14.1.2 onwards, you know that we have a remote console, so there are multiple options that has been changed in comparison with the traditional admin console. Okay, so there are multiple sections. We have a monitoring tree, we have a edit tree in the remote console tool. Okay, so there are different type of activities that we can do with the help of edit tree. There are some different type of activity that we have to do with the help of monitoring tree, specifically related with the deployment as well, right? And then inside the deployment tab as well, okay, in the monitoring tree we have a multiple different sub tabs like application runtime data, application management, deployment task. Okay, and each and every tab has a specific significance in terms of deploying the application, redeploying the application, starting, stopping the application, then creating the deployment plan and deploying the application with the help of using the deployment plans, right? So I will explain you everything, okay, with the executions as well. But before that, let me cover the theoretically as well. Right. So what exactly is the deployment? Deployment is a process where we need to place our applications in the application server so that it can be accessible to the outer world, right? Simple. This is my WebLogic server. My developer has developed some code, okay, and there are multiple end users, right? They are intended to access the applications. So we deploy the applications in the WebLogic server, okay, and so that end users can access the application, right? So now your WebLogic server act as a web server plus application server. So what does it mean? We can host the web application on the WebLogic server. For example, we deploy the var files, right, in the WebLogic server. So var file is the web application, right? Web application which the users access with the help of browser from the own machines, right? Which is accessible over the internet with the help of HTTP, HTTPS protocols. So we can deploy the web application var file in the WebLogic server. Along with that, we can deploy the business logic as well. Like for example, we deploy the EAR file. So EAR file is a combination of var file plus multiple jar files as well, where we write the business logic, right? So that means when a user access the application, okay, the web page will be rendered from the web application, and then when the request user submit the request which need to be executed in a server side, so that is taken care by your business logic, right? So this is all about the applications, and these applications we deploy in the WebLogic server. So basically we have mostly .var file and EAR file. Okay, and along with that we have .jar files as well. These are three type of files. So .var is your web application. If you want to deploy your web applications as well in the WebLogic server, then we have a var file. And if you have the enterprise application, that means you have a web application. Along with that, you have written the business logic as well. Okay, for example, in the EJBs, which needs to be executed in the application server side. So we have the EAR file, which is called the enterprise archive file, which is including your var file plus your Java code, which will be executed at the server side. And along with that, we have a jar files as well, which is simply the class files or maybe the library files. Okay. For example, if you are deploying the multiple EAR files or var files, and then certain jar files are common across the multiple applications, so we can call it as a library. So these are the mostly two kind of a deployment that you will see in the WebLogic, var file and EAR file. Right. Now, when we say the deployment, so we have some different kind of activities that we can do. One is the deploy. That means we are going to deploy a new application. Okay. Then we have the term called redeploy. Okay. That means we are doing the redeployment of existing application that we have already deployed. So this redeployed also refer as the update. If we talk about the 12c versions or 14.1 till 14.11, okay, you may see the update tab in the deployment console, right? So now redeployment and update is same. We are going to redeploy our code which has been changed, okay, or last is delete. Maybe you want to delete the application that has been deployed. So these are the three major operations that we do with respect to the deployment of new application called deploy, redeploy or update if you are going to change the code. If you want to delete the application, then we have a delete operations for that, right? Now along with this deployment, for example, I have a deployment file, or maybe I have a var file or maybe I have a ER file. Okay, along with that, one important term associated is the deployment plan. Deployment plan. Okay, now what is deployment plan? It's very simple. When we deploy some of the applications, okay, so there are multiple parameters are there in our code file which is specific to the environments. For example, I want to access my application like slash prod in the production and slash dev in my development with this context from the browser. Okay, so these are called the descriptors. So each and every application has multiple descriptors that is specific to some environments. Okay, now we are going to deploy your code from development to your testing to quality to pre-prod to prod. Right. So if you are doing this kind of a deployment from one environment to another environment, so every time you need to change your code. Okay, if you have some environment specific configurations in the deploy in your code for deployment, right? So to avoid this thing, you don't need to change any code. We have a deployment plan. That means along with the deployment of your code file, okay, you can deploy the code file along with a deployment plan. So this deployment plan will have the descriptor that is specific to your environment. Okay, so what will happen in that case? You don't need to change your code. You have to change your deployment plan file only. We say small plan file, XML file, and in this file you can change the values and you can do the redeployment. Okay, so in that way you don't need to change your code which is going to be from one environment to another environment. You only need to change this small XML deployment plan file for the environment specific values. Okay, so this is called the deployment plan. So we can create this deployment plan based on the file that we have deployed from the console. Okay, and once the deployment plan has been created, you can update it. Okay, and after update, you can redeploy your application using this particular deployment plan. So now, when you are moving the application from development to testing, so what you can do, you will have the same war file. Only you need to change the descriptor in the deployment plan. Now again, you are going from testing to QA, then same war file. The only thing that you need to change is the deployment plan with the descriptor of your testing QA environment. Now from QA to pre-prod, code file will be same. You only need to change the descriptors in the plan file. Right. So that means when we are doing the deployment, so we are doing the deployment of two things. Our code file, along with that, the deployment plan file, which will be a small XML file. Right. So this is called the deployment plan. Okay, so that means we have two kind of a configurations like the static configurations and dynamic configurations. The static configurations means if you are doing any change in your code file. If you are doing any change in your code file, then definitely you need to redeploy your code file. Okay, but if you are doing the changes only in the descriptor deployment file, there is no change in the var file or code file. This is referred as a dynamic change, right? So deployment plan is, as I said, is a separate file from the code file. So any changes we are doing in the deployment plan referred as the dynamic changes. So hope now you have a clarity on what exactly is the deployment, what is the meaning of deploy, redeploy or update and delete, right? And then what are the different kind of applications that we deploy in the WebLogic server? What is deployment plan? Okay, and what are the different ways of deployment like using the code file and along with the deployment plan? Right. So now, as I said, in 14.1.2 onwards, in the remote console, we have some different tabs. Okay, for different kind of operations. Like you want to check the status of your application, you want to start stop your application, you want to deploy redeploy your application, and along with that deployment plan or without the deployment plan or only the deployment plan. So for that, we have a different tabs and different options in the remote console tool from 14.1.2 onwards. Okay, so let now me show you with the executions. I will deploy one sample file and I will explain you all the options in parallel. Okay, where are the different tabs, what is the meaning of that, and how we can deploy, redeploy, update, delete the application using and without using the deployment plan, and how we can monitor from the console as well.